Hello everyone, welcome to ACP and Dom Reacts to Returnal. This is from PlayStation Direct. This is our first time that we actually had a look at this. If you have any thoughts on this trailer, let us know in the comments below. But for the most part, this one has come out of nowhere. And I like to pretty much think we do a pretty good job of keeping track of most games. Do you know anything about Returnal?
I remember a little bit. We saw like what was a cinematic trailer for it a while back, but it was an announced trailer. But like the announced trailers, the cinematic announced trailers, they never tell you crap. So
Okay, alright, well anyway, this is Returnal. If you are a fan of this, let us know. But here we go, first impressions. Let's go! Oh god, there's violence. Quick, hold me.
hold me, I'm
Oh,
scared, dog.
booting up, okay. In space. He's very angry. Overgrown ruins. Okay.
Scout log.
Birds.
30 minutes since last crash. This forest contains extensive ruins of a xenotype civilization.
Oh, I think I remember,
Ancient
yeah.
walls,
Yeah, this is the one
foundations,
where
and statues.
like she respawns
is a
at the
swamp
crash
now.
site.
Yeah.
That
And we
can't
said
be
it was
here.
very much like Aliens, kind of,
This must be the city created by the sentients.
man, that hip wiggle.
Scans show that the
Right.
broadcast originates from the
Look at-
tower.
You may be in a horror game, but my
This
booty is,
technology seems to indicate the designers were part of a hive mind.
Okay, I like the aesthetics so far. Not so much
I've
on the old
passed
school
through the
UI.
teleportation gate into a sprawling desert.
It's impressive that
Detecting
they're
another
like
strange energy
avoiding
from the
the
mountain
obvious
summit.
reference to too much
Ascending
Geiger.
towards
Still a
destination.
little bit of Geiger, but not too much Geiger.
Yes.
These pillars affect the severed soul.
Oh yeah, this reminds me of Dead Space a lot. I think we said this last time. Let's go.
Yeah.
This isn't.
Snow.
No, it is.
Lots of
The
biomes.
same coordinates as the desert.
no.
I recognize the mountaintop, but where are the
An
ruined structures?
interesting intersection of worlds. I wonder if it's going to be like a constantly updating,
This
like
has changed.
you flick between the two of them.
Everything has changed.
But you have like zero control over the swap. That would probably be kind of cool.
Yeah, is this like, okay, there we go. Well, there's Returnal. I was about to say there's Geiger, but that's not right.
That's not right.
Returnal. I have thoughts, but let's hear from the big man himself, Mississippi. What did you think?
So, like I said, the last time I looked at this, it was like, okay, so this is gonna have some roguish elements, and you're gonna do as much as you can, as far as you can, away from your crash site, as quick as you can before you die and you respawn. Like that's what our initial expectation was from the like the cinematic trailer. This looks to be something wholly different. This makes me think more like the horror based walking sims. It did appear that she had weaponry. There were obvious enemies. So maybe there is some amount of combat. And it's not just like we're gonna flash pictures and make you feel a kind of way that's mostly uncomfortable. Not that there's anything wrong with the like we're gonna flash pictures and make you feel kind of uncomfortable and kind of spooked out. It's just scare me. If you're gonna be a scary game, scare me. So, and this looks like it might actually do that.
Yeah, it definitely built up that suspense there. I tell you what, the strong kind of vibe that I got. You know how Ratchet and Clank, they were like bragging about the seamless kind of transition of worlds or whatever. I got that very same feel for this. That like, you know, you're flicking between your worlds and you got that seamless load, but they aren't necessarily really bragging about it in this point. But they've somehow made use of that tech in that sense. But so I got lots of Alien-esque vibes for it. A lot of Ridley Scott, a little bit of a feel to it. What, you know how sometimes the lack of detail tells more of a story than the actual presence of one? The fact that there wasn't much action combat, there actually wasn't any firing, and we saw weapons, leads me to suspect that maybe this isn't the strongest in terms of fighting combat. it was like, this is a very pretty horror space kind of vibe for it, and maybe that's kind of the presence they wanted to go for, and maybe it is more about the journey, and but
Well, I know that like the more cinematic trailer had the character like shooting at a couple of enemies that popped up out of places, or like that was the way that they died and went back to the crash site was because they were attacked and they got swarmed or stuff like that. So I know at least based off of that that there's going to be some amount of combat. I just don't know how much and how good. So
yeah,
I'm interested to see.
I yeah, I think, I mean, this being a PS5 exclusive, I think this is a good contributor to the kind of PS5 library. I think we are long overdue something that kind of fills the spiritual hole that Dead Cells has left, because it's a fantastic franchise. Not Dead Cells, Dead Space has left. Like it every generation, like we've got the Soulsborne, but there hasn't been a good third person horror for a while. I'm not to say that this is the successor for it, but I certainly think this is an attempt for it. So yeah,
It's a Far Cry better of an attempt than just from the way it looks. It's a Far Cry better of an attempt than the Medium was.
yeah. Okay, I think that's a fair assumption. And being a PS5 exclusive, I'm hoping maybe we'll see some new shiny use of the tech. Because obviously, as the game platform matures, it's nice to see what the PS5 is actually capable of, and less of these kind of like hybridized bridge games. We can still run on the PS4. But there we have it. One to watch. We'll give you more details on that. As always, leave your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. But that is Returnal, and coming to the PS5 in the future somewhen. So there we have it.